Inline questions for STAAR 2.0. Let's get it. Okay, so notice that it's, don't know what just happened here. Notice that it gives us a stimuli. In this case, it's the three branches of government. So I automatically think 8.4D, right? Then you get down to the questions, and the questions are saying complete sentences by choosing from the drop down menu. So if I click on this, there's a menu, there's multiple choice. So think the traditional multiple choice question, but within filling in the blanks in a question. This is really not a new concept. The difference here is that there's typically with an inline choice more than one answer within a question. So that's the difference. So kind of like multi-select and multiple choice put in together with fill in the blank, right? So here we see the constitutional organization shown diagram was influenced by the ideas of, and so we're looking at the influence of the three branches of government. So that means that we need to make sure we're intentionally teaching the branches and the influences together, and we're bringing them together in some type of way. But remember, intelligence in one language is intelligence in another. But how do we get them to practice it? Let's come on over here. Here's another type of inline choice where it gives you a passage and then it asks you a question, emphasizing and attempting to blank. The answer here is the emphasizes neutrality, but nowhere in the passage does it say neutrality. And he's attempting to limit, cautioned against political divisions, and advised future American leaders to minimize the connections, limits U.S. involvement. So we're looking at a variety of vocabulary. We're looking at a variety of types of questions to use inline. We're looking at being able to infer definitions or vocabulary without actually having it in the text. So students really being able to use content knowledge and not just fill in the blank. Well, here's the thing. We do something like this similar already. Ever seen just the fill in the blank notes page or closed passages? Well, students are already doing this, but we may need to up it a notch, right? Typically, we do this from a PowerPoint slide, and the students are copying down exactly what it says on the PowerPoint slide. How about if you just teach the content, give them a word bank to the fill in the blanks, and then let them decide what goes in those blanks? It's essentially the same concept that we just saw here. No real big changes except the way you deliver the content, but the resource itself can stay the same. They don't have to have a drop down menu in order for them to be able to do inline select. When they get to the PDOLs or to the common assessments, they're going to see questions like this in the test. It is important for you to decide how you instruct it and to train their eyes to see content without it actually being in the passage. But let's say you want to create a question for them, right? Just to practice from. Simply use your slide deck, create a text box, start typing, and then here, this is just um, a table. So put a cell of a table in, add in your three answer choices, and then students can go in and they can highlight, or you can print this and they can just highlight on the paper, right? So students can highlight their answers within the inline choice. And essentially, you're giving them the same experience. This is our free STAAR 2.0, how to adjust my instruction for inline questions.